Okay, we're live and in action and reporting to you from the United States of America.
Unfortunately.
Man, unfortunately. This is Oops All Opinion, episode 21. Do you have your drinky?
We can drink.
What are you drinking?
This is a Canada Dry.
Classy. I have actually some boxed wine
Cute.
in my
I
Halloween
did
glass.
think about it. I love that Halloween glass. I did think about it, and then I had already opened this when I had my dinner, so
Can't be wasteful.
Sunny D's.
Oh yeah.
The Sunny D's, so good.
Well, we were trying, this wasn't this wine, but we had opened a bottle of wine because we were looking at some of the wines that's going to be at our wedding. And so we were wanting to try them since during the tasting we only tried food. So we're like, ooh.
Sure.
So, fun.
Exciting. Yay. Yes, we're 21, which is... I feel like to other people that doesn't feel like such an accomplishment, but it does. It feels so cool and so good. So thank you to the people who are listening.
Mm-hmm.
We do
across
check.
the world.
Across the world.
Even if it's 10 seconds.
Hey, we like that you click on us and go, ugh, and then click off.
Here's the thing.
And
I hope...
Also, we understand.
Here's my manifestation for us. When we reach episode 50, okay, that's a long time from now because that's top couple. But I'm hoping that we can be like, remember when we were at 21 and we just had our two friends? That was us listening to it. And if not, and if it's still just us, I don't care.
I don't care. That's a huge... I honestly, getting to 10 felt big, and then for some reason, like 15 felt big. And then I know last time was 20, but like 21 feels really big to me.
No, I can't wait. Because if once we get to 25, we're going to be that quarter of the way to 100, and that's going to feel spooky.
Right. It just feels so much.
No, I love it.
So thank you to the people who do listen. I will introduce us. I am that one chick that is Relax, and you are listening to Oops All Opinions, which is so exciting. Our topic this week, would you like to tell him or should I?
Ooh, yeah. I did have a question though. I don't like this bot that came in here and was like tired of streaming to 0. I'm not. Actually, I love streaming to just us. Do we want to give a goal of like when do we want to not use our pretend names? Is there like subscriber goal or episode goal when we actually are like, hey, I'm...
Yeah. I don't really have... this is just the one that I use like when I do things online.
Same.
Interesting.
Okay, we can think on that.
Yeah, I've never really thought about it. I think I'm just so used to it, but I almost always call me Relax every time.
Yeah, and I have had to edit out our names before because we have said them because it's just so natural to be like, that one chick, but then actually, you know.
Yeah. I haven't thought about it, but we definitely should. I think that would be a fun reveal. I think, like, maybe we'll do X amount of followers, and then we'll reveal.
I say if we get to 10 subscribers. We're already halfway there. So if we get to 10, or we get to episode 50, which please don't make us get to episode 50 with less than 10 subscribers.
Because we do every other week.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And you know what? If you don't care, that's okay.
Yeah. You should subscribe anyway.
Yeah, no, whatever.
Yeah, so I'm so good at figuring out what to go to next. So we pick the topics every week based on the polls that are in Spotify. Don't worry, we'll remind you at the end as well, but that is how we get here. And this week, two real hotties, they told us, don't worry about it. They picked airports. Do you have things to talk about when it comes to airports? Relax.
Okay, so I did cheat a little bit on my topics because I know there's been a few times now that we've picked the same one. So I only typed in flights because I think that it all goes together. Did you do that too?
I do too. Okay, I did airport and like somewhere I have some. Okay, to be honest, I have so many up.
Me too.
Because I haven't whittled it down yet. I did airports and then I did TSA.
Smart. Okay, I love that. Okay, so with airports, do you I haven't flown a lot, I'll be real. But are you I'm going to show up like right before my flight leaves, or are you showing up like hour, 2 hours? Which granted, I will say our airport isn't huge. So it's not like it
No.
takes a long time. But which person are
And
you?
it's new. So I recently, when I went to London, my cousin and I, oh, here's something I had to learn. The time the flight's leaving is not the time it starts boarding. So you do need to be there like 20 minutes before even to board because they'll shut that door. So I'm probably about an hour before takeoff time. That feels and depends on how many people are with you. But it
Yeah.
was two of us. Um, and we got there probably about an hour before we took off. That's when we parked. About an hour before, because we parked and just left the car there.
Yeah.
Do you have? But I was raised by a man who we have to get there 3 hours early.
So when I've gone, I feel like it's been an hour and a half to 2 hours. Like,
Sure.
and the thing is about airports, the two times I've gone, it's one of those things where I want to go early because I don't know what to expect. Kind of like when we went on the train ride, I never know what to expect. So I want to allow at least an hour to figure out what's happening.
Yep. Well, and worst case is you sit around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who cares?
We sat
Sit
around for
around.
a long bit. 2 hours. More than two
Fine.
hours.
More than 2 hours. It was like 3 hours. So
Yeah.
because we got there about an hour early,
Yeah, because we were
which they
supposed to
told us
leave
to.
at like 8 o'clock. So I think we got there at 6:30, and then it
I think
didn't
so
leave until
too.
almost 9.
Because they told us train left at 8, so we had to be there early.
Yeah,
Yeah, we sat for
and
a
there
while,
was
and
no
then
security. It was just you kind of showed up to the train.
and now a part of me is like, phew, not phew. I didn't have
Yeah,
knives on me, but like,
I brought
but
all my
like
guns on this
I
train.
brought all my guns with me, so thank God. But also it's like, oh, anyone could do that,
Here's the
which is a
thing.
little scary.
Yeah, someone could have gunned us all down in the train
Absolutely,
because
and
there
we
was
simply
nothing.
no. You just got sat next to the person whose stuff was still there when we had seats.
Oh, I was like, "There's a bomb in there." Was my immediate first like, "Oh, we're
I was
sitting
like,
in this
oh,
spot."
well, at least we'll go quickly because it's right above us.
There's so many places that like security, I'm like, really security? And then other times I'm like, where's this? Like Comic Cons? I go there and they don't check anything. They're like, hey, if you have a bag or a pretend weapon, you need to check it. That's
Yep.
it. No, not even your
Yeah.
bag. My bag's never been checked.
I don't think my bag was checked when I went
And I
that
think
time, but
that's
I think I just had
spooky.
my little one. Yeah, but like, no, you're gonna put us on a train that goes for hundreds and
Hours?
hundreds of miles, hours and hours in the middle of nowhere, and not even like a wand check. Like you're not gonna.
You said get on that train. They were so
It's like
done with us being there. Just like get on the train.
I fully believe that. Absolutely.
Ugh,
They were
so
ready for us to be gone as well as we were.
I was gonna ask you, okay, so what is some flight etiquette that you think or pet peeves on a flight from when you've taken it?
Okay, one thing that I think people complain about that I don't care about is specifically babies crying. We're all adults. Most of us are adults. I'm gonna put my headphones in. We're on public
Mm-hmm.
transportation. Some people are like, I hate the babies. And I was like, we all gotta be on I almost
Mm-hmm.
said trains. We all have to be there. However, on my overnight 8-hour flight from Chicago, Illinois to London, there was a child behind me that kicked my seat for 8 hours.
No.
I could have punted a child
Mm-hmm.
in that amount of time. So it's more like the adults just need to grow up. Kids are kids, however, kids also need to be told to not
Yeah.
kick a flight for
There's
8 hours
a
or
limit.
kick a flight.
A baby
Yeah.
doesn't know what it's doing. A baby has no, but
No,
if a
and
kid's old enough to be kicking, it's old enough to be told stop.
yes,
And pay
but also
attention to
the
your
flight
kid.
itself. Yeah, I wanted to turn to the dad because I saw him and I was like, you want to talk to him or me? Because one of us is going to talk to this kid. But then I turned and he ended up being like 4. I thought he was like 7. But also the flight had games on the screen. So he was like on my head. So I blame the flight for that. You just put movies on those, not games for children. But that's really my big one. Flights specifically. I guess people being loud, but that wasn't. I haven't experienced a lot of flights. I don't fly very often.
I only had one and I didn't know this was going to be something that would occur. So on my
Oh,
second flight ever with my mom, she had not flown
yeah.
before. So I said, and as we were approaching, there was a man on the end of our row, which already starting off at a bag. I don't want to sit by a man. So
Oh,
I was like,
no.
do you want the window or do you want the aisle? Hoping that she'd protect me as her daughter. She wanted the window. She didn't want to sit by that man. He was drunk and talked to me almost the entire flight.
Oh,
And I
no.
was turned so far away. I was in my mom's seat. Like I had her lift the thing. He wouldn't stop talking to me. And then he was like, I might have a concussion. And I was like, that's a you problem. Believe it or not, I don't give a shit. Like I'm not a doctor. So don't talk to me. You know how we were like on the train,
No.
we love that people talked? There's a limit, which we did
But also,
experience
we
on the
didn't.
train.
But
There was
also,
a
we
limit where
didn't
it's
love that
like,
people talk.
what, when people were so friendly to each other and like, in the
Yeah.
like the Amish community was on the train and they were talking.
Yes.
That's nice. We were nice to a set of girls on the train, and then they did not leave us alone the
No, they
entire
did not.
8 hour train and would try to engage with us.
They did.
That's too much. I'm being
That
friendly.
was too
We're
much.
not real friends. And
No.
also, if you are talking to us and you see that neither of us are acknowledging because we're reading a book or listening to something, leave us alone.
Yeah. But then not be looking. They think I'm looking at them, but I'm really looking out their window. Look out your window.
She was literally turned like this on the train, and she was like, they think I'm looking at them, but I'm looking out the window. I didn't. We just both sat there in silence. We
Neither of
didn't
us
say anything.
moved. Neither of us moved a muscle. We didn't say anything. We just knew the other one was also going to agree to not
Yep,
move
just
at this
ignoring
time.
it. So I guess for
Yes.
me, we can be cordial. Stay in your seat. Don't be annoying.
I
Also, I feel
Yeah.
like armrest. I kind of feel like don't use them if there's someone next to you. They're off limits to
No.
everyone if we both can't have one.
I think if you're on the end, if there's a three
Yeah,
person, the person in the middle gets both. The
yeah.
person on the end, you
You
get
get your
both.
right
The
one. You
person
get
in the
your
middle,
end. Yeah,
yep. And you get to just do that. I agree about the people talking. I'm good for like a quick like hey or like a
yeah.
oh where what do you do whatever and then we're done.
The moment you see me put in my earbuds or you see me open a book or you see me on my phone,
Mhm.
stop talking to me. I've already
Yeah.
moved on from this. And I don't mean that in a rude way, but like the conversation's over. So if you are someone who's not good at picking up social cues, those are your social cues with people. If they start doing something else, let them be. And I'm not meaning that in a mean
Yeah.
way, but just let them go.
And you don't have to say anything about it.
Nope.
That's just it. That's the end. Oh, but also, if you have a flight that they give you a seat number, it's not a choose your own adventure. Sit in your seat. I got on the one that was coming back to the U.S. and someone was just in my seat, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I think this one's mine." And she's like, "Oh, well, my husband's in the middle, so I want to sit here." And I was like, "That's not how this works."
That's a
I was
you
like, "Well,
problem.
that's my seat." And then she got an attitude with me. Take it up with United.
Flight attendant, believe it or not, get them.
Yeah, hey. And then I had someone come to me and say I was in their seat on the first flight of this whole adventure. And I was like, I'm not. I'm in mine. She was
Oh,
wrong, but don't scare me like that. Check your
no.
seats, kids. Anyway, I didn't know I had others. But do you think you do things that would be a pet peeve for other people?
No, I'm perfect. Actually.
Okay,
So
sure. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think maybe just being I don't know. I'm uncomfortable a lot, but I feel like I just go into a bubble and I'm just trying to be out of the way as possible. So I feel like
Mhm.
hopefully no. Do you?
I think I do when it comes to the TSA line, which is also why I looked up TSA. Um, I don't wear slides mostly because I got big feet and I don't have space to put my shoes on a carry-on because I try to only take a carry-on.
Mhm.
So I'm wearing my tennis shoes through TSA, which means I am going
Oh.
to take those things off and have to put them back on. But that shouldn't, I don't think that that messes with a lot of people until the end when I like go off to the side and put them back on. My cousin didn't care. She knew that I was going to do that. I think she was also wearing, oh no, she was wearing some that went on and off. But I think that that could make people mad if the ones that also I never know if I'm supposed to separate my electronics, and so I'm freaking out at the end.
No.
But I do wear tennis shoes and I have to take them off and put them back on at the end. Everywhere
I'm
else I'm also perfect.
we're going on another trip soon and I'm a
Mm-hmm.
little nervous and I feel like I need to brush up on all my skills on going to an airport because it's been years. It's been a while.
Yeah. But at the one that we do, electronics in a separate one, and you have to take your shoes off.
Okay.
Even though it's new. So, just
Now I got to figure out what
those
shoes
are-
I'm going to wear. Okay.
I'll probably wear my tennis shoes. But also, I want my tennis shoes on a plane.
I don't want to have my feet or my sock feet touching it. So, but also with tennis shoes, I always have them to where they're slipping on and off my feet. I'm not ever retying those puppies. They're just loose enough.
But I at least want my foot covered.
Yeah.
If someone sneezes, if someone throws up, if someone like
Poops on
whatever,
the
like,
plane or
those are the
something.
shoes.
Yeah.
And also I watched Yellow Jackets. I don't know if I told you, but their plane crashes, and not that that would happen, but you are what shoes you have on,
That's true.
and so I'm like, I want tennis shoes on. Same way with tornadoes. I always make people in my home put their shoes
Yep.
on. Anyway,
we
that's
take
just-
our jeans and our shoes to the basement. Like we have our outfits to put on to wear
Yep.
in case of a tornado. So, all
Yep.
right. It is odd. And that's you, right?
That's me.
I don't know why I
Nope.
forgot.
Odd as you, because I thought that 7 was even.
Oh, okay. I don't know. All right. So I picked a
I'm telling
variety.
you, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up right now.
Okay, I love that.
So I have to choose.
So I tried to pick some where it was like the title might lead us to believe one way, but I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
So anyways, it's the topic of airports, flight, TSA, whatever. I encompassed all of them. All right.
I do too.
Am I the asshole for refusing to split the cost of a flight with my boyfriend? I'm a throwaway, so I'm going to change up the details a slight bit. My boyfriend, 23 male, and I, 23 female, are from LA. We met there and have been dating for just over half a year now. Just say 6 months. Don't
Say
word
6
it like
months.
that. It's 6 months.
Over half a year, about 6 months.
Yep.
Or say 7 months.
Yeah. Say the actual months. Don't
Yeah,
say
that-
over. Yeah. No.
no. We
Anyways.
do this in baby terms only.
Yeah, no. I moved to Toronto across the continent in Canada for school just a short while ago. My boyfriend has this idea that him visiting me is almost like a favor to me. He says that we should split the cost of flights 50-50 when we fly across the continent to see each other. But so far, the only thing planned is him coming to see me twice this month. I'm a broke graduate student. Holla! Whoop!
Heyo.
We get it. And he is significantly more well off than I am. I have expressed before that I was feeling lonely, but I never specifically requested that he come to see me. Today we had an argument because I said that I didn't want to pay for half his flight, 800 USD, half equals 400. Thank you. She is a graduate student. She's really
Yes,
good.
she is. Pop off.
He told me that was not fair because he was spending so much time in transit, flying across the country, 5 to 10 hours one way, depends how you fly, and that the person being visited should front the majority of the cost. He also labeled me greedy. When I told him that if he cared about me, he would just pay for his flight in full, he called me manipulative. It's a huge amount of money for me, and I don't feel comfortable with this arrangement. I asked a friend and my dad today, and they both said that this was not a good way to deal with the expenses. Am I the asshole for refusing to split the cost of flights with my boyfriend coming to visit me?
No, I think you should break up with him.
Yeah, this is irrelevant. You
Okay.
guys should not be together.
Yeah. Actually, don't even worry about it. Just break up. Um, I don't. Does she plan on also going back? Wasn't
That's
that
what
what
I'm
she was?
wondering. Because if you're never flying to see him, split the cost. Or even like if he's like, if you have insinuated that you want him to come see you, then you pay for it.
Sure.
But also, if you guys are just over half a year and you're fighting and you're calling each other names like greedy and manipulative, break up.
Break up. But also, just over half a year, and good for her for still going. I
Mm-hmm.
know so many people who wouldn't do that. They
Mm-hmm.
would be like, "Well, we're together for almost half a year. I can't leave." Um, so I'm glad she went, but also like, how many hotties are in Toronto?
And here's the thing, we're not making fun of 6 months, however long. That is a
No, no,
significant
no.
relationship as an adult.
It is. It is.
However, I'm just, in my experience as a 31-year-old, this is too early for this kind of bullshit.
I do too. And also too early to be paying going there 2 times a month. That's eight hundred
That's
dollars
too
for
much.
half of it.
Yeah.
That's so much. Also, how long is he staying?
Right.
'Cause 2 times a month to me, if I'm driving, if I'm flying 8 hours one way, I'm staying for a while.
And a
For
5 to
the
10 hour
cost,
flight, which,
yeah.
what? Oh, depends how you fly. That is crazy jumps. 5 to 10 hours.
That's why I went with 8. For some reason, I thought it
No,
was 8. So if
yeah.
you fly 8 hours one way and pay $400 for that one way, I'm staying for a decent amount of time. Oh,
Well, and that's
if invited,
splitting
I'm
it.
not weird.
That's splitting it. He has to
Right.
pay
And
800,
that's what
and
I
she
mean.
wants to not help him. She's like, "That's a lot of money." Yeah, 800 would be a lot. 400 would be much more manageable.
It would. Yeah.
Um, so what would you
I feel
label
like
this?
I need more context.
Okay. Well, and the options
And
are asshole, not the asshole, and everyone sucks here. Where do you think this falls?
I feel like, I mean, because I need more information, I'd go with everyone sucks, mostly because they did not think this through. They didn't talk about it. There's no conversation that had happened. And if he always expected it to be that way, or she always expected it to be the other way, then that is on both of them for not having that conversation before she went.
Yeah, it feels like they didn't discuss like the long-term relationship because yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Overall, everyone sucks here.
Mhm.
Most people are saying that she is the asshole. Um, Although this person said, everyone sucks here. He should not ask you to cover any travel cost if he's going to see you. However, you sound like you're perfectly content having him shoulder 100% of the cost in money and time to keep your relationship going. Well, you know what?
Which
Sorry,
I do
GSFY. You're right. My bad. I
I
misread.
will say that's also him giving up his time
It is.
to be there. I joked about breaking up as if he was the bad guy. I don't think he is, cuz if I'm traveling that amount of time, I'm doing it because I love. Like
Yeah.
it's not because like, "Oh, she's just being greedy." But I mean, if he is doing that, that he sucks. But I feel like they're both trying, but I don't know if I agree that it's both of them. I think they should have had the conversation.
I mean, that is a huge time commitment, especially because
It is.
twice in 1 month, when I went to Branson, Missouri, I also went somewhere else. I had 2 3 hour drives in a month, and I was like, this is too much. I can't imagine 2 flights that are probably averaging 8 hours a month.
Mhm.
That's so much
Mhm.
time.
And then the cost behind it, that is $1,600 a month.
And yeah,
That's
it's either you guys split the cost, he comes to you, you come to him, you guys
Mhm.
cover your own cost, or you break up.
Yep.
And you guys never see each
Yeah.
other. There's got to be, or you can just do it till one a month and alternate. Like, there's so
Right.
many solutions, but I don't think you guys are going to reach
Yes.
it if you're going to
Or
name calling
why
first.
Yes, I agree. If that's the response, I think there are bigger things, but just surface level, there has to be a conversation now to like figure that budget thing out. That's what I've been doing for the last hour.
Mm.
I had to talk to myself about it. But figure out your budget, figure out your time frame, and if you can't come to those things and one of you thinks the other one, I feel like they're this is a very butting heads when it doesn't have to be.
No.
Like the actuality of it doesn't have to be, but I think that they are butting heads at the moment, and I don't think that'll turn out great.
Especially about just visiting one another. Now, granted, I've never been
Right.
in a long-term relationship, but I feel like this is a weird time to be
Long
fighting.
distance.
That's
Long
what I meant.
distance.
I have been in a long-term
I was like,
relationship. Currently in one.
yeah,
Um,
currently in one, currently
but
engaged.
yeah, like a long distance. So I don't know, but I feel like planning to see each other shouldn't be that's that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
So, okay.
I guess if the option has to be you're both, what is it? Both the asshole or
Yeah,
whatever.
everyone sucks here.
Sure. Everyone sucks. Um I guess I'll go with that one. I think more context is needed,
Yes.
but right now I don't think anyone is trying to be.
No.
Okay. All right. Am I the asshole for ditching a friend at the airport in Mexico?
Maybe.
Me? Okay. I take frequent trips to Mexico for vacation. Last couple trips down there I've been solo. I've been trying to get friends or family to join me, but the timing never lines up. I've stayed in contact over the years with a buddy from my hometown that I went to middle school with. Pop off, men. This is a man. On one
Mm-hmm.
of our recent conversations, he mentioned he had just got back from a trip to Peru and really enjoyed it. I figured he's familiar with traveling internationally, and he's always been a good guy whenever I return to my hometown for visits. Why not invite him to meet me in Mexico? He had never been there before, and I thought it would be fun to show him around and have a travel buddy on this trip. He agrees, and we arrange a time and place to meet around the airport in the Mexican town we're traveling to. The day of our flights, my flight is delayed by 2 hours. Getting through immigration takes forever. My buddy arrived about 4 hours before I did and spent that time drinking at the airport bar. When I finally catch up with him, he's completely wasted. He begins accusing the bar staff of stealing his money. He's making really inappropriate comments to the other tourists about how hot their wives and girlfriends are. I inform him I'm contacting the Uber and we need to meet him on the street outside the airport as Ubers aren't allowed on airport property. Arrival time for the Uber is 6 minutes. Exactly enough time to make it to the street. My friend begins chasing women around the airport trying to get their phone numbers. I finally get him outside and close to the street. He spots a small group of female airport employees on their break on the side of the airport. He begins harassing them and trying to get their phone numbers. He's not taking no for an answer. When they try to walk away from him, he grabs one of them by the arm and refuses to let go until she gives him her phone number. I plead with him to leave her alone and apologize like crazy to her. I get the notification that the Uber has arrived. I don't want to end up in a Mexican jail, so I tell him we have to leave now. He refuses and says he'll kill me, jokingly, I'm pretty sure, if I interrupt his conversation with this airport employee. I informed him that I'm leaving right now with or without him. He ignores me, so I hop in the Uber and leave him stranded at the airport. I started receiving texts and calls from his friends and family about not hearing from him. I inform him of the situation and that I left him at the airport. They tell me I have to go back for him and I refused. Am I the asshole?
That one is so tricky. Um because I'm trying to take myself out of it because I'm trying to think if it was me and a girlfriend.
Sure.
But also if she's being belligerent. I don't what do you do? What can you solve in this situation?
And you also don't know them.
No.
You knew them in middle school. And like you don't know how they are.
I
I
don't
feel
feel
like
like it's great to leave, but I also don't know what the solution would have been. And
mm-mm.
I feel like at a certain point I'd probably leave too and just be like, I guess I don't know what to do with you, dog. I guess I couldn't leave a friend, but I'm trying to think like all my friends aren't just a. I can't imagine going on a trip with someone from middle school that I haven't talked to in years. Never.
No. No. And honestly, okay, so let's pretend it's not Mexico. Let's pretend it's somewhere in the US. I'd leave them.
Yeah. Because I know Mexico jail
I
is
think
very different. And so that's the hard thing is I'm like, with it being a different country, like that is hard. But again, like, I don't know what you do. And also,
right.
why is he so. I know drunk people get belligerent, but this is a little creepy, a little sexual assaulty.
It is. It is. And I would give I would give OP a little bit of leeway for not knowing that
No, yeah.
about,
Here's what
because I would not invite someone who's
No.
gonna be drunk by the time I get there.
Now, I know our listeners are not men. I'm going to say this to men if
No.
they ever hear this. Stop
Okay.
romanticizing an experience you had in the past with these men. I feel like it is a common thing where guys are just like, this man, he's going to be in my life forever. I'm going to have this dude in my wedding. I haven't talked to him in 10 plus years. I feel like they hold on to memories and nostalgia of a friendship, and that's it. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
I feel like for us, it's like, hey, if I haven't talked to you in at least 5 years, hey, we're not friends. You are an acquaintance at this point. Like, no contact for a few years. I'm not inviting you to anything, probably.
No, the dynamic definitely changes after a certain amount of time where I can still think, like, there are some people where I still see them online or I still see
Yeah.
them, so I know that they're, but yeah, someone from middle school that I don't talk to anymore and I don't see,
No.
you don't know that person anymore.
No.
I would not invite a rando from middle school. I know I joked as soon as soon as it said it was a friend from middle school. I said this is a man, but I do feel like it's, that's my buddy. We're good. He's a good guy. About a middle schooler.
Yeah, he
You know
might have
what I
been
mean? Like,
at
that's
13 years old. And I don't want to, I'm not saying in a negative way, because I think it's endearing that they hold on to these nice things, but you have to have the realistic. They always say, like, I know that the stereotype is that women move through friends so fastly, but it's because we grow and change with them, and we're like, hey, Stephanie kind of sucks now and is a little bit toxic. I don't want to be friends with Stephanie anymore, or I don't feel good hanging out with Stephanie, and we will end it. It's not, well, Stephanie was really nice to me at 12. Hey, I don't care.
yeah. No, and there are some people where I go, well, they were fine at 12. I don't want to talk to them anymore.
No.
And I
Yeah.
think that should be the norm.
Like, we had our 10-year reunion. Oh my God.
Mhm.
I don't remember how many years at this point. I can't do the math right now.
5.
Yes.
Oh, no. 3.
3,
3
yes.
years ago.
I was thinking 3, but I was like, I enjoyed all of that. I had so much fun with them. I would not message a single one of those people besides you and say, hey, do you want to go to Mexico with me? I wouldn't go on a trip in America with it. I wouldn't go on a road trip with any of them. I don't know them.
No, there's one other person, and but even him, I'd be like, hey, do you just want to go to the next town over?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I couldn't be like, do you want to go to, like, Chicago on a train with me? Not even a little bit. I don't know you anymore.
No. Because we can think of those memories and reminisce.
Yeah.
You and I always talk about beating a dead horse. We can beat as many dead horses from from high school or back home.
Oh,
100%. We
100%.
also have so many memories from last week.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what makes it more than whatever this guy with his middle school buddy is.
Yeah, this is weird. Honestly, OP, you're kind of a weirdo maybe. What would you do?
Just a man.
What would you do if someone you didn't know? I guess you would never end up in this situation. I don't know.
Well, okay, but someone who, because it can't, if it was you wouldn't do this. But if it was you, I'd shove you in the vehicle and we'd figure it out later. But you are not an aggressively touching women man.
I'm not sexually assaulting people. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
when I
sexually
drink.
assaulting anyone, and like and belligerent.
Right.
So you don't know what happens with. Okay, I'm thinking of one specific person. You know who I'm talking about, who may still get belligerently drunk at our age, who we went to school with. If we were there with her, you know who I'm talking about?
Mutual between the two of us, like we were a triangle
Mm-hmm.
friendship. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would. I don't think I would leave her, but I'd think about it. It
Yeah.
depends on how bad.
Yeah, because
It
we were
depends
really
on how
close,
bad.
and we know that she's kind of a loony bin. Sometimes not a loony bin, but she's a little bit. But
More, more. I want to say eclectic, but that's wrong. That's like artsy. This is like just more than what you and I are.
yeah,
And so,
I
and
don't
that's
know what
no
I would
hate
do.
to it.
No, 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 no.
I think
This one's
I just
there's
think
no
it would
winning
depend
for
on how
OP.
bad it got.
There's no winning for him, in my opinion. It's either you
No,
stick with this person and now you're also in trouble, or you abandon this person and
right.
he could get killed.
But also, he could go to jail or assault someone. You're gonna leave him
And
alone with all these people?
that's the thing too, is like, OP, it's not your fault, regardless.
No,
None of this is your
no.
fault. I mean, I wouldn't leave them to do it, but I'm like, I don't know what he can do. So honestly, this one I feel like is the most perplexed I've been.
Because yeah, this isn't. But also, he chose to do it.
Oh, 100%. If you can't handle your liquor like that, how much were you drinking? Also, bartenders, what were you serving him? He had to be on drugs or something too.
Probably.
Although I don't know. I don't know the rules about over serving in Mexico. I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know either. I don't either. But it depends. He was voted not the asshole.
Okay.
I agree that if it is so bad, I might also leave them.
Yeah.
So if he felt like
He
my
tried
ride
multiple
is here,
times.
well, and if my flight is 2 hours delayed, and then I had to go through and then I had to go through all of these things, and then I get to my acquaintance, and they are down for the count and just belligerent and being a dick, I'd probably leave them too.
Yep. No, agreed.
So, so
Nope. I'm glad they voted that way cuz yeah. All right. This one I didn't mean to bruise ahead, but I immediately laughed cuz it's not worth. So this one has an original post then a long like an edit. But this one makes me
love.
think of a story we've covered before, so I hope it's all the same girl. So anyways, I think you'll know the
And
story.
even if it's not, it is now.
Do you remember the pasta slurper? The girl that like where they slurped and then he was
Yes.
like, "Don't order the noodles," and she's like,
Hey,
"I'm not,"
he,
and then she did it again. Okay,
like he didn't even want to go to the restaurant.
that's it. Okay. So am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she was ruining other people's flight? So the original post. My girlfriend ordered lasagna in the airport terminal right before boarding, knowing we didn't have time to eat it before we boarded. We boarded right after she received her food. After we sat down before taking off, she opened it up and started eating. I didn't say anything. Oh, she's on the flight. Oh, she's on the flight with her pasta. Okay. I didn't say anything at first, but then a flight attendant approached and said in an informative way, not overly positive or negative, "Oh, you're the person eating lasagna. We can smell it throughout the whole plane." And then she left us. At that point, I did lean over to my girlfriend and suggested she not eat it on the plane because my interpretation of the flight attendant's comment was a passive aggressive way of telling my girlfriend that everyone could smell her lasagna throughout the plane and that it would be the best to put it away for the sake of others who might not appreciate the strong smell of her food. Girlfriend put up a bit of a fuss and didn't want to put it away, at which point I told her it was likely ruining other people's flight experience having to smell her food. She didn't take kindly to those words. Am I the asshole? There is an edit, but what are your initial thoughts?
I don't think they're the asshole for saying it. I don't think they're the asshole for saying it. However, it really depends on how the flight attendant came and said it. Because if they were like, oh, you're the one, like, oh, you're the one with the, because like some people would be like, oh, we were smelling that throughout the plane. It smells really nice. But then other people are like, who the hell
And
brought
also,
lasagna on this place?
of all things
It's
at
not
an
just a
airport,
pig.
why would you be like, I'm going to take a whole pasta casserole onto the flight with me? That is crazy. If I get lasagna and then I'm like, shit, we have to go, I'm shoving it. I'm eating it before I get on that plane.
Yes, you are apologizing to the people outside of
Yes.
the people
That
who
have
have
to
to shut
watch me
those
do
doors.
that. It's a one bite situation at that point. I will burn my throat. I'm not taking on the flight.
No, you cut that thing in quarters and you shovel each
I
quarter in your
say,
mouth.
hey, boyfriend, eat this lasagna with me.
Eat half of this, right?
But also, why are you doing it right before boarding?
Are
Did you
you
not get there
ordering
in
it
time?
before you board?
Lasagna's
Why?
so great.
Yeah,
And
just
cheese, greasy meat. You're asking to take a poop on that plane.
you sure are. You're asking for a confused stomach on a
Okay.
plane. That's not
So
the plane.
I'm guessing the voting took place before the edit because they were voted the
Okay.
asshole.
Okay.
Edit. Appreciate those who express that I'm not an asshole based on my consideration shown for others on the plane. You've confirmed that there very well could have been people who might have had negative reaction to the smell. Regarding the words I used, I'll choose better ones in the future in the event of a similar scenario, avoiding the phrase ruining people's flights. Oh, give me a break. To those who commented in a way indicating that they show minimal consideration for others around them in tight enclosed spaces, eh, airplane. I don't know. But I don't think he's the asshole. Oh, someone said you're the asshole. Then they quoted that we can smell it throughout the plane. But lasagna doesn't smell bad. How is that a problem? She'll be done before you Hey, not everyone
You
also.
any
Yeah,
any hot food's gonna smell.
I don't want to smell it. It doesn't smell bad, but I don't want to smell anything.
No, I don't want to smell other people's things on a
Any
on
type of
any
yeah.
enclosed space. Yeah.
People are mad
In
at him.
No, I would not be mad at him. I don't think, because it wasn't like they were sitting there by themselves and no one said anything and he leaned over. But even if that was the case, still not the asshole.
These
They're
people are
still not the asshole.
nuts on the comments. I about said on the plane.
On the plane.
Like the people being like, agreed. OP watched her buy it. Where did he think she was gonna eat it? Their destination city. It was pasta, not surströmming, and I'm sure she ate it as quickly as possible and tidied away. Only OP
But
got
it
on her
didn't
case
sound
about
like
it.
she was.
No, it sounded like she was taking her time
It
eating
didn't
pasta.
sound like
She
she was
might have
hurrying.
started. She might have got wine out. No, no. OP's girlfriend is a crazy person. And also, airport lasagna. That can't be good.
I tell you, we found bugs in our food. Our airport
Hate
food.
that. Hate that.
And it was after we ate it. It was after we ate it.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
No.
Airport food. Like, just no thank you.
It's
Dude,
expensive.
It's expensive. And you could just get something that's any hot food. People who think lasagna doesn't smell has never made a lasagna.
And the it's not smells bad to you.
Right.
If I smell lasagna for however long a flight is, I'm going to be livid. I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah. If it's an hour flight, whatever. But anywhere past that, I'm pissed. Because you can't open a window. They can't
No.
make that go away. Yeah, no, that's nuts. OP's not the asshole at all. Because they didn't even say, like, I don't even think they were mean about it.
No, they just said you might be ruining someone's flight, and that's probably true.
It probably is. It was
That
just
if that's the thing that
informed.
got him the vote, that's so crazy. I didn't think that
Yeah.
was that bad.
I don't either.
And also, she kind of sounds like a toddler. I picture her with lasagna sauce on her face. I don't want to put it up.
But I don't want to, guys. Let me eat my lasagna.
So weird.
Nope. I actually really hate that. that they were voted the asshole.
No, it's so weird to me.
Okay. Okay, this one. And so they were voted. I can't believe they were voted asshole.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. Okay. Am I the asshole for going in front of a slow person at the TSA security checkpoint?
I don't know. I'll wait to hear the details.
I hate airports and the whole process. Doesn't everyone?
Yeah.
That's what they put. They're jokesters.
I hate
But
them
I fly
already.
often enough. But I fly often enough that I can time things pretty well, and I always make my flight without much stress. This person gets there 30 minutes before. In this particular instance, I was running a little later than I planned, and I started to get a little antsy about the time while in the security line. I eventually got to the front where people were placing their items on the roller conveyor before the conveyor belt that enters the x-ray machine. The woman in front of me, I already hate this person, and I'm having an
Asshole.
attitude.
I'm already done with them,
I already have an
actually.
attitude. The woman in front of me starts to put her items in the bins while person after person in front of her pushes their items into the x-ray conveyor belt, and they finish going through security. Eventually, she is the only passenger left in the whole area, still standing at the beginning of the roller conveyor. It didn't appear she was having any difficulty removing items and placing them in the bins. It just seems she was very unprepared and slow. I think the polite thing to do would have been to ask her either if I could go ahead or to please start moving her things down the conveyor and through the x-ray machine. But I was just getting annoyed, and after about 15 to 20 seconds of watching her not go anywhere with everyone in front already through security, I just went to the conveyor belt, put down my laptop bag, and started to walk through the metal detector. At that point, a TSA agent stopped me and asked if the lady had given me permission to go in front of her. I said no and apologized to the woman, and I eventually got on my way and onto the plane. There are edits, but they like put them in. I'm saying he, apologies, not really. But there are edits, but like kind of in between things, so I'm just gonna say them. After I apologized and the TSA agent commented on my behavior, the woman said it was okay and I went in front of her, so I continued through security and to the gate. In hindsight, I should have approached the situation differently, but did my actions arrive to asshole level?
No, but based on how he described his actions, he was behind her tapping his foot going, ugh. So you suck.
Yeah. But also, you were late.
Yeah, that's on you. And 15 to 20 seconds is crazy.
15 to 20 seconds of watching her. And he said, I'm just going to go around.
I would say
But
yes,
also,
asshole.
things look suspicious.
Yeah, that's weird. I think asshole because he didn't just say, hey, do you mind if I go around?
Yeah.
I say
Just
asshole.
be like a human. Yeah, so did everyone else.
Okay. He seems so like, I don't know, annoying.
In hindsight, I should have asked her. Yeah. Yes. I just see him in like a polo or a button up.
Yes.
And just like a little dick.
Yes.
Everyone says it. Oh, you knew what to do, but you opted out.
Yeah. No, 100% asshole.
Try if. No. Like the comments aren't like his comments aren't even worth that it was 15 to 20 seconds of her not moving anywhere after there was no one else in front of her.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't care. I actually hate that person.
Okay. All right. I was deciding between 3, but I'm just going to land on this one. Am I the asshole for forcing a 6-year-old kid to be separated from her parent on a flight? Title kind of sounds fucked up, but hear me out, lol.
Okay.
I recently was on an international flight, and I always try to snag the window seat so I can sleep. A woman was seated next to me and asked if I could give up my seat since it turned out that her 6-year-old was apparently seated in the row across. I tried to be nice about it and said sorry, but I specifically chose this seat and I don't really want to give it up. I've been traveling for hours. The woman's response was, well, so have we. Imagine traveling with an overtired kindergartner who now won't be able to sleep since she can't sit by her mom. She made me look like an asshole in front of the other people on the flight, and I felt bad since it was a little kid. I agree that it probably sucks to be traveling with a little kid, but am I the asshole for not giving up my seat? There are 4 edits. So, how do you feel right now?
I don't think so, because of how the mom approached it.
But also, I've heard, like, it sounds like it's not like Southwest. So you get to pick your seats. So it's kind of on the mom. And I understand that sometimes flights aren't available, but it's kind of on you to book things like that are important to you.
But also, even if you don't pick your seats beforehand, on some flights, when you get there, they will be assigned.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that you're not going to be sitting next to your kid. Why didn't you go to the people and say, like, hey, can you ask if we can swap? Because then at least the other person may get a perk
and
for switching.
And it sounds like she can, I mean, I know it's not the same, but she can still see her kid. It's not like the kid's at the front of the plane. She's just across the row. So, edit number 1. I was seated in the window seat. The woman was in the middle seat next to me, and another passenger was in the aisle seat next to her. 6-year-old kid was across in the next row over in the aisle seat. Since the mother and the kid were only 1 seat away from each other, it wasn't so much an issue of not being seated next to each other, but more that the mom wanted her kid to have the window seat so she could sleep.
Right.
Edit 2. This wasn't an issue of separation and the kid being scared. Her mom was 1 seat away. This was an issue of wanting the seat for her kid so she could sleep. For those asking, duration of the flight was 6 hours. For those asking, why didn't she ask the other person in the aisle seat? Because she specifically wanted the window seat for her child.
Right. Oh, that's wild. Okay, I wasn't picturing it correctly. OP's window, mom, someone else, aisle, child.
Yeah.
Why is she asking you?
Right. I didn't realize that. That would have been great context from the jump, but also, what's the kid going to be able to sleep?
I was just picturing it.
Yeah. No, the mom sucks.
Because then you're next to the light. You're next to the window. You think you're going to... Nope, that mom is
That's
wrong.
one of those things where it's like where you hear about the people being entitled, like her being like, well, the 6-year-old's gonna be sleepy. She can sleep in her seat. She doesn't have to be by a window.
Yeah. I'm making memories as me at my age.
Yes.
The 6-year-old's fine. Let the 6-year-old sleep in that seat. They're gonna be asleep and it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope. OP is not the asshole.
People are debating still in the chat. It was like Reddit will definitely tell you that you're not the asshole, but in the real world, you're the asshole. Reddit will say she paid for the seat and legally it's not required to give it up. The kid's 6-year-old. I'm sure she's not traumatized, but it certainly makes for an unnecessary, uncomfortable situation for the parent and kid. I'm not switching. And also, there's a whole nother adult. If she wants to sit next to her kid, she can ask that person too.
Absolutely. To swap to the other aisle.
Yeah.
Agreed. No. Asking a window seat person to now be in not just your aisle, but another one.
No.
No way. No way. I also think in the real world, they're not the asshole.
No,
okay,
I
I'm a
agree.
very short one. Am I the asshole for trying to keep the line at TSA moving?
Oh boy, probably. The last guy, is this guy again? He's just writing a new story.
It might be. Let me make sure before I say that. No, it's not.
He makes multiple accounts. I just skipped a lady. Am I a bad person?
So just so you know. Okay. This one was just short. Let me make sure none of the other ones are. Or am I the asshole picking my girlfriend up from the airport?
Oh, we have to do
Both
this
pretty
one.
short.
Let's do
Okay,
that one. Because the
perfect.
TSA guy, I'm not going to be on their side. I'm already mad from the other one, so.
Yeah, okay. I thought there'd be more about picking people up from the airport. So,
Yeah.
okay. My girlfriend was making plans to visit me for the first time in my country. Known each other for 5 years and been together for about 18 months. Hey, that's the correct way to say it.
Thank you.
We
Yes.
have met numerous times. She's coming on a 10-hour flight, and her flight lands a 3 to 3.5 hour drive away, 7 to 9 hour round trip. I asked her to take the train to near where I live, and I can pick her up there as her flight lands at 8 a.m., so I would either have to leave home at 4 a.m. or stay overnight before. Was it unreasonable for me to ask her to take the train, approximately 2 to 2.5 hour journey? She lands in the morning, so there's plenty of train options available. She made a big deal over me not going to pick her up. I absolutely would if it was 1 to 2 hours journey, but it's around 170 miles away. Bear in mind that she has traveled to numerous countries by herself in the past, so it's not like she's not navigated around a new country before. I even posted her an activated SIM card beforehand, so when she lands, she has her data immediately.
Okay. I am conflicted on this one because I don't think that's an
Okay.
unreasonable ask.
Mhm.
But the second she says no, I don't think you can keep pushing it. But I mean, 3.5 hours to
No.
get someone from the airport is crazy.
It
That's a
is.
long ride.
It is. My thing though is like she was just on a plane for 10
Right,
hours.
and that's what's hard. I'm like, I don't think it's crazy to ask, but I think if she's like, absolutely not, then
Yeah.
absolutely not. Go get her.
Right. Or is there a halfway town?
Yeah.
Like one that's only like an hour or two for him
Because, like, the
or for
train,
them to
she
go?
doesn't necessarily just be able to go hop right on the train. She's probably going to be waiting at the train station again. And she's
Right.
visiting you. You know what? I've changed my mind. She's visiting you. Go get her.
Go get her. She traveled across to a different country. You should
Yeah.
go get her.
Yeah.
Or you take the train.
Right.
You hop on the train and go, and then you both take the train.
Yeah. If you're not wanting to drive. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's the whole drive thing,
And then he's like, but wait, I sent her a SIM card. She has her
which
phone.
is great, but
That doesn't
that
mean you
doesn't
don't.
mean
You can't
that
trade
doesn't mean
it.
she can take the that has nothing to do with the train. That just means she has service.
Because he said it's like a 10-hour flight, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I'm not going to go get on a 3.5 hour train. You know what? No, I changed my mind completely because I was like, that is a long drive, but I'm like, not after 10 hours. That's crazy.
But also, even if he was like, "Hey, I know your plane gets there at 8. Would you mind if I got there at 9
Yeah.
so that I have some time to sleep?" I don't think that's unreasonable either. Hey, can you go grab breakfast or something? Like, give me so I'm not getting there at 8 or else I'm waking up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Which also, I guess if I was her, I'd be like, okay, then wake up at 4 a.m. I've been flying overnight, apparently.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing, too. I thought he was going to be like, it's early, so she should be fine. She should be fine to take the train,
So
which wasn't what he
yeah.
said.
So
I
she
was
could be
worried
with
that's
you
what
at
he was
8 a.m. or she can be with you at like 11:30 at the earliest.
right.
What are
Don't
you going to
you
be doing
want
for
to
those three and a
see
half
her
hours?
sleeping?
Yeah. No, yeah, so he
Sleeping?
sucks. I changed my mind on
Yeah.
everything. All the stuff laid out, he's the worst.
Yeah. Uh he was voted asshole and but I agree. Wouldn't you want to see her
Yeah.
ASAP? And then she's gonna keep you awake for the ride home.
Break
Like
up.
it's gonna be fun.
All these long distance people just break up. I don't think it's working out.
Unless the plan is like within the next year, you guys are gonna move, or like I guess the one girl in Toronto, she was going to grad school a couple years and then come back home. Sure, but any longer than that, that's
No.
okay.
That's and honestly, it's gonna suck for the girlfriend because yeah, she had a 10-hour flight and now she has a 3.5 hour car ride. That's not that bad
Yeah,
for you to have to do 7.
right. Yeah, and she's gonna be excited to see you. Are you
Break up.
not excited for her to be there? That's what I'm like. Dang, guy.
No,
So
that was
yes,
so funny.
they're the asshole. I like getting asshole ones. It is very fun.
It's so
I had my
funny.
one not, but it's so fun.
They're fun because sometimes we're not going to agree with it. Because sometimes we're like, oh, that's not even that bad.
No. Your guy who rightfully told his girlfriend his lasagna stunk. We're
I know
not
that
gonna have
one.
a good time.
And I honestly, most of the time, because the asshole one, not the asshole are usually like, yeah, whatever. Like, normally we're like, no, they're definitely not. Like, not a
Whatever.
big deal.
Yeah.
But a lot of the asshole ones were like, I don't know.
I don't know. Or they just so are.
Yes.
And they're like, hey, do you guys think that I should have cut this woman in line after 20 seconds? Hey, do you guys think that was cool of me to do?
In hindsight, that
Yeah.
was a bad idea.
Oh, I should have used my brain. I realized later that maybe I should have waited 30 seconds.
Like they're so good. Or the everyone sucks here are also fun. Basically, the not the asshole ones aren't as fun unless the title's fun. But
yeah, the titles are what get me in.
oh, 100%.
Don't have the same thing as everyone else. I'm not opening that.
Yeah. No, that
Make
was
your
so
titles
good.
fun. Hey, Redditors, go do something dumb and make the title fun. We'll read it.
Give me a novel title and I'm going to pick it regardless of what's happening. I love when it's like 3 lines of nonsense. Oh, it's so good.
And then basically the story's like, hey, it's basically what I said up there.
So, long story short,
the actual like post is shorter.
Oh, it's so good. Okay. Well, what was that? What did we just do? That was Oops All Opinions. I was like, you don't know what we're doing.
Do you not know what we just did?
I don't know where I am. That was episode 21. We talked about it all. If you have opinions that are not like ours, what should they do with them? That one chick.
They should eat a bunch of lasagna and go have a weird poop in an airport bathroom.
100%.
Argue with yourself while you're in there.
Uh-huh.
Having a confused tummy.
Yes, but also, we never even turned up your mic. I don't even know what this sounds like. Guess I'll find that out in editing.
I did on my end.
Okay, perfect.
A little bit.
Well, we'll hope for the best, and hopefully I'm not super loud and you're
whispering the whole time.
Perfect.
Apologies.
But if you like the episode, or even if you don't, go rate and review us. Give us 5 stars. Give us comments. Vote in our polls.
If you give us 5 stars and leave a comment, I'll read it.
100%.
Right here, live on air.
That'll be at the top of the show if you leave us stuff. It'll be fun. You won't even have to listen to the rest of the episode.
Should we also tell people we do stream this live if you want to listen to it live, but you don't have to because it's also coming straight to your ear holes.
Yeah, but if you listen live, you can hear sometimes our real names used, and also when we have technical issues, you'll know because those get cut out.
They do. You'll watch me get frozen for a little bit and then cut us off, and then we'll come back later, and that's usually
and you get to see that all live. You get it behind the scenes.
It's true.
So,
but we do that on where are we on?
Kick and Twitch.
We're on Kick. Yes. Usually, I don't know about other people's times, but about 8 o'clock Central Time.
Yep. And I also post this on YouTube if you just feel like having it on your TV instead of like a streaming app. So we're everywhere, baby.
We really are everywhere. I feel like we don't talk about the other ones, but
No, we're just like, find us.
Just look us up, I guess. But I'm so sorry if you can hear. My animals are fighting with each other.
Oh no, I don't hear it. I just saw you did that when Lily was itching her face, and I was like, "Hey, she's allowed to do that."
I'm mad at Lily.
Lily.
Oh my god. No, they're like really upset with each other.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go literally break up a cat fight.
Perfect.
Until then, we will be back in a couple weeks. And that's us. I am that one chick. Is relax, and this was Oops All Opinions. Until
bye.
Bye.